Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We've had some technical difficulties here. We should all be working now, and I'll go back to using the camera.
Apologies for our viewers with the audio technical difficulties had. If you've just started streaming in, you are watching the 2018 Han Super Dry first grade grand final in the Northern Territory. We've got Casuarina Cougars versus South Darwin Rabbitohs. Our referee for tonight is 27-year veteran Simon Scoble, and assistant referees Robbie Taylor and Luke Dodds and Jake Kerbarlo on the TMO.
Thank God for the technical guru up here, Gabby, to get the game going back on for us so we can get a bit of commentary on this game.
Absolutely. We wouldn't want anyone to miss out on hearing our sweet, sweet voices.
So we've just picked up the game here with South Darwin on the attack. Doing quite well. No hands, look past there.
Turnover.
Coming away with the ball. Good tackle. Back to Zach Phillips with a sidestep. Chip through the middle, taken out, but we won't play that. I think he might have been watching a bit of soccer.
Nice pick up by Tommy Hiramatsu there. Out to the fullback. Abeli. Atunaisa with the ball. Strong runner there.
He's a very strong runner, Gabby, and he's all over the park, that fella.
Absolutely. His athleticism is amazing. And our number 10 puts down the ball. Rawiri Wilson puts the first 5 points on the scoreboard.
Good
nice work, Rawiri.
By the South Darwin 5'8", straight through the middle. Untouched underneath the post. Casuarina won't be too happy with that bit of play there. I think there's about 3 guys hung off him. They could have made the tackle, but unfortunately they didn't.
It is unfortunate. However, Wilson is quite a strong runner when it comes to ball in hand, and his boot is equal to match. So kick to come.
Yeah, there's a good pickup for South this year. That 5'8" you've got, is it Ra? His nickname is, I think, is it? He's seems to have dominated in that position for the South this year.
Well, the correct pronunciation of his name is Rawiri Wilson, in case you wanted to know. But yes, it is a good pickup for South this year, and he's in a really good position as well, being our 5'8" there.
We'll see if he can add the 2 points for South.
And Wilson puts the extra 2 on the board.
That's a good start by South Darwin there. Casuarina the restart. Zach Phillips, nice high kick. Unfortunately, it's a bit too far on the full.
Out on the full.
If you get excited, Gabby, you can yell into the microphone. I don't think anyone will forgive you for that.
Okay, so we've got the scrum here with a very experienced front row for South Darwin, Jack Lawrence, one of the South Darwin's life members, and I'm pretty sure if you cut him open, he'd bleed red and green.
I've played many games with Jack Lawrence, and he does bleed red and green. I think his true origins might have been with the Swamp Dogs originally, but he's moved over to the South when Swampy's pulled out of the A grade.
Oh, well, you know, sometimes props, they get a bit smarter.
Did you say smarter? I was just trying to work that through my head. I don't think props get smarter, and they might get a bit wiser.
wiser, perhaps maybe more experience is a better word there.
Yeah, more experience, that's a better word. Good recycling of the ball by South Darwin here.
Out to the Kaita.
South Darwin has a very dangerous backline there. They've got a lot of Fijian guys there, a few internationals. There's a big Jack Lawrence taking it straight up the middle.
Nice inside pass, the Ranger there.
Very nice inside ball to Jake.
Excellent.
South Darwin underneath the post again.
Nice footwork there by Ranger.
Yeah, Jake's always a dangerous player when he's running on the inside of a player.
Absolutely. He's been dangerous since the moment he stepped on the field and debuted for Souths in 2012 as a 17-year-old and impressed us all with his talent and athleticism, and he's just gotten better each year.
Ra didn't miss a kick from in front before, so I don't think he's going to miss it this time either. Casuarina are in very good position at the moment. First 12 minutes and the 12 minutes down. Hey, Bobby Nurse would have the Casuarina boys behind the try line there. Give them a few words to try and pick up their game, work on their defence, make the tackle stick.
And that's another 2 from Wilson. His kicking all season has been very impressive.
I take it he hasn't missed many this year.
Not as far as I know.
We're coming back for the restart. Hopefully Zach Phillips can put this ball in the field of play this time. It was a nice height in the kick last time, just a little bit too deep, too wide. Nice kick down, nice take by Thomas, I think it is, for South.
Yeah, that's Thomas Hiramatsu with the take there.
Nice run there by
The Kaitha with a good run there.
Here we go, Casuarina with a bit of tackle. Good defence there by South in the wing.
Yep.
Nice clean out by Casuarina.
It's been caught up there by Atunaisa and Navirez.
Josh Phillips to the run off the side of the ruck. Ryan Murray to the big truck Phillips running it forwards. Casuarina need to recycle this ball, get the South guys out of there.
Looks like the hand up is for South Darwin. And a penalty to South Darwin. Not releasing the ball from Casuarina.
Yes, not releasing. Dave Boyle in there doing the job that he usually does quite well, getting in there pilfering the ball.
Yeah, you do run into a bit of trouble if Dave Boyle's tackling you.
Yeah, South number 10 going for touch with a penalty kick.
Interesting about Dave Boyle is he's been with the club for 10 years. 2-time winner of the Eric Johnson medal and a coach for South Darwin 2016. We won the last premiership. Interesting enough, he came back from coaching, played the next year and won the Eric Johnson medal. He's back on the field again. Missed out on a nomination for Eric Johnson this year due to a couple of yellow cards, but we won't mention that.
Yeah, no, Dave's been up here for a few years now. I've played against him. He's actually quite a hard player. I know he had an injury there for a while, and it's good to see him back out in the field playing.
Absolutely. He's a really exciting player to watch, actually, from a forward's point of view. He's an absolute workhorse, and he's everywhere, all over the field.
Nice box kick there by young Ryan McMurray from halfback there, taking a bit of the pressure off Casuarina. South line out. About 30 metres out from the try line.
Navarez with the throw in. Nice. Good work there by Navarez. Taken by Boyle. South's got a good maul happening here. Good push. Gained about 10 metres almost by now.
That's a great maul by South. They've got about, like I said, they've got about 10 metres off that.
Just need to keep control of it now. Out to the back line.
Nice
runner.
tackle around the legs there by Jai Snowden.
Now Wilson with the ball. Good run.
He's looking very dangerous with that ball in hand. I think that's Seti taking the ball forward for South.
Setafanu.
I'm glad you can pronounce their full names, Gabby, because they're a bit of a tongue twister, some of these names.
Actually, I believe the correct pronunciation is Setafanu Tagau Navalu, in case you were wondering.
Sounds like you've been brushing up on your PG.
Bula Bula. Bula Vanaka.
Got a Casuarina feed to the scrum. 20 metres from that line. We'll see what we can do. If I was to make the call, I'd be looking at Zach Phillips to pump the ball downfield and trying to find some touch.
Zach Phillips, one of your fixtures in the Casuarina Cougars club, isn't he? Him and his brother. 100th game this year for both of them.
Yeah, they both had a 100 game this year. They've come through the junior ranks, which has been good to see.
Absolutely.
There's a few guys out there who've come through the junior ranks. Ryan McMurray, Zach and Josh Phillips, both of them. We'll take that penalty. I think that's young Billy Burns
card.
coming around when he shouldn't have.
Yeah, we've gotten a yellow card there to Billy Byrne, which is really unfortunate.
Wow. No mucking around with Simon there tonight. He's straight out. Hopefully, South's been one man down. Casuarina can improve on their position here and put some points on the board.
Yeah, it's time for South to lift at this point. When you're one man down, it's twice the work. But they're in a good position at this point.
Nice throw from Josh Phillips there, Milky, but didn't stick into hands. Young Kobe. South penalised again for not staying on their feet.
That's not going to help them at this point in time.
He's actually going to look for touch again with his kick. We're just inside, about 5 metres inside of the halfway line now with Casuarina attacking. Casuarina line out ball. We'll see what pressure they can put on South in this position. Didn't look like Casuarina were ready for that ball when Josh threw it in, so they've lost the line out, turn over to South.
That's worked to our advantage here. Out to Dekaitha. The belly.
Nice little flick pass there by Seti. Zach Phillip cleans up. Back to Mitch Cullen. Young Mitch pumping the ball downfield. We need some chases here. Straight down to the throat of Seti. Nice tackle there by Bobby Nurse around the legs. Jai Snowden's in there.
Good strong run there by Gordon Perrott. Another Eric Johnson nomination there from South Darwin.
South recycled the ball here. Straight runner. Oh, unfortunately, Tom knocked that on there from South.
Knock on by Hiramatsu. It'll be a scrum to Casuarina Cougars.
We got a substitution here for Casuarina. Big Zach Phipps, the big truck's off. Tane is on.
We've got a scrum with Casuarina's feed. Oh, it's a...
Oh, nice work there by Ryan McMurray, but there's been called back for a short arm penalty. Oh, no, sorry, we should say a scrum.
a reset. So they're going to reset the scrum here. Should be Casuarina's feed. They're going to need a big push. South Darwin will be giving a big push with this one, considering their position on the field at the moment. Looks like we've had a substitution for the number 8, which is...
Nice scrum there by Casuarina. Ryan McMurray to Zach Phillips, out to Micah Salah. Micah Salah's darting, weaving. He's just come back from an injury with an ankle. Good ball. Unfortunately, it's called a knock on. I've just been sending text messages, Gabby, from one Andrew Fu Cannell, just saying to say, give me a shout out over the live coverage. Here you go, Fu. How are you, mate?
How you going, Andy Fu?
Pity he didn't make it back to Darwin for the grand final. We might just sit here on the phone and just pull up the Facebook page of the NTRU and we'll see a few of the comments that are going on.
Absolutely, but you probably should get off Tinder. That's not going to help us here.
I don't have Tinder, Gabby. I've actually got a partner.
That's what makes it funny. It's a big push here. We all know where their strength comes from in the scrum, and that's the second row, isn't it, Aaron?
It is. That's where the engine room is. That's in the tight 5, the second row. The front row hold it for you, and the second row push through.
It's an unrecognised position. Oh, and that's unfortunate. The knock on there by Suweni Falakakala, the Tongan national. He's a big unit, that one. And I'm sure he's going to cause a bit of damage tonight on the field. I don't think anyone would want to run at him.
Casuarina with a scrum feed. Centre field. Ryan Murray puts the ball in. Out to Zach Phillips. Kick downfield. There's no winger there. Good chase by Mitch Cullen.
Atunesa with the pickup. Beautiful stuff there by the Fijian Sevens player. He's gained about 15 metres there for South Darwin.
Good pressure there by the Casuarina forwards coming over the top there.
Short ball to Perrette, I believe. Oh, the hands up. Unfortunately, he was isolated. His support wasn't there.
Ball, not releasing, Gabby. Casuarina will take that penalty. Zach Phillips kicking the ball down.
I thought that whistle was blown a little bit too quick for my liking, actually.
That's what they all say about the referees, but Casuarina will take that penalty.
Absolutely will. It's all interpretation of the law, isn't it?
It is.
What it comes down to.
Unfortunately, everyone else has got a different interpretation of the law apart from the referee. So,
27-year veteran Simon Scoble, I'm sure we're in good hands.
Yes, 27 years of rugby. That's a long time to be refereeing.
Out to Ranger.
Through the hands, and unfortunately, Jack Ranger dropped it.
The referee's called it a knock-on.
Nice yards there by Casuarina, going straight up the middle. That was Ryan Graham on number 14 for Casuarina, making some yards there. Nice chip over the top. Ryan McMurray's in there.
Nice take by Atunesa.
Here we go, Joe Tusuva with the ball, but we'll go back for the line out.
Great effort there by Atunesa with the pick up there, but unfortunately stepped into the touch, and it's a Casuarina Cougars throw in.
We'll see what Casuarina can do with this line out. It's nice. Should be a good set play for him if they can get a good platform off this line out, Gabby.
Let's see how they go. Totally uncontested by South Darwin there, so they must have some kind of plan in play.
Through the hands, through Joe Tuisuva, out to Micah Sala. Got numbers outside. Dwight Shepherd's on the ball. Mitch Cullen on the wing, making some yards there. Good hands there by the Casuarina Cougars. We got Joe Tuisuva's back. He's played 100 games for the club this year as well.
Definitely one of your strong runners, Tuisuva.
Yes, he is a very strong runner.
He looks like he's put on a bit of muscle too. Well done, Joe.
We can call it muscle. Unfortunately, the quick flick through the hands didn't quite come off, whereas Casuarina would have liked it, but we'll go back for the penalty.
It's been called back.
Geez, Bobby Nurse has even got kicking skills. I didn't know that.
South Darwin are going to have to really lift their game at this point. And it's going to be a line out to Casuarina Cougars.
Zach Phillips with a nice touch finder, 5 metres out. Hopefully Casuarina, they've been working hard on their line outs and training this week, so they should have a good set play off this.
It's definitely a component of the game that you need to get down pat when you're in these types of games, isn't it, Aaron?
It is something you have to win, Gabby. You got to be strong in your lineouts. If you don't win your lineouts and your set plays, it's no good. Well, Jai Snowden with a run off the back there. Good defence by South. Casuarina recycled the ball to Kobe Bowman, I think his name is, in the second row, number 4 for Casuarina. Simon's playing advantage for the...
I think that was not releasing the player, was it?
I think that might have been it. South were hanging on to the guy and not releasing him.
Maybe.
Crikey's fee, you got a good looking family there apart from yourself, mate.
Yeah, you're definitely right on that one, Aaron. What's interesting about Casuarina and South Darwin, they've met, I think it's 6 times in a grand final.
I think this is their 6th time they've met in a grand final. And I think Andrew Jackson was saying some stats were the last 5 we've played South win. South unfortunately haven't been able to win. To me that's a good stat, but at the moment the scoreboard doesn't say anything like that.
I'm thinking number 6 is a lucky number for South, and hopefully we'll get the result tonight.
So it's not 3rd time lucky, it's 6th time lucky.
Absolutely. Well, 2 times 3 is 6.
I'm a Casuarina player through and through, so I'm hoping Casuarina gets up, Gabby, but it's only early days at the moment, so we can see what we can do. Another penalty to Casuarina here.
Absolutely. There's plenty of time left on the clock. It can be anybody's game at this stage.
Yes, it is an 80-minute game, as you know, and you've got to play through for the 80 minutes. For those of you who didn't tune into the B grade live telecast, Casuarina won the B grade against Palmerston 24-17. So Casuarina's got 1 for tonight, which is a good start. Billy Burns back onto the field.
Billy Burns, another player that's come up through our junior ranks, son of a well-known South Darwin, Gary Byrne.
Yeah,
Spent a bit of time coaching and a lot of time playing, and probably a lot more time partying with South Darwin, which is what you do.
Yeah, I've met Gary Burns on a few occasions. He's quite a character and a very good gentleman. Yes, like you said, he did coach South for many years. It's good to see his young fellas out there having a run.
Absolutely.
Pick up the back there to Ryan McMurray. Shep popping it back out to Ryan McMurray. Good defence there by South. Casuarina with a pick and drive. Nice work here by the Casuarina forwards going forward. Recycling the ball. Quick hands out, Zach Phillips. Looking for a runner. Unfortunately, they went where he didn't want him to go.
He's come up short there, but he's done pretty well for himself.
If Casuarina keep this pressure up, we can go forward. There's a big run there by Jack Rutherford. And unfortunately, there's a turnover. South not releasing the ball for Casuarina. South penalty.
That's penalty to South.
That's a bit of a killer for a team once you're on a roll, especially 5 metres out, and you give away a penalty to the defending side.
It is a little demoralising. However, the beauty of rugby union is that it's anybody's ball at any time.
Yes, that is very true.
We've made the touch there, so it's a line out now with a South Darwin throw in. It's been stolen by Casuarina.
Stolen ball by Casuarina. AJ Stevenson's got the ball there at the back. Simon's got his arm out. Casuarina going forward, making the yards. Ryan McMurray out to Mitch Cullen on the wing. Oh, back through to Ryan McMurray, Zach Phillips, Joey Tuisuva. Now wide to Mike Casello. We've got some numbers here.
Strong defence there by Atlanasa.
It was a good tackle by the South Darwin defence. Casuarina recycled. Cody Bowman, Daniel Jarman making some yardage up the middle. Good clean out there, good recycling by the Casuarina side. Ryan McMurray with a chip through the middle. Oh, knocked back by the South Darwin. Can we keep the pressure on? Mitch Cullen with a tackle around the legs. Casuarina with a great pressure. And it's unfortunate. It looks like Simon's going to his pocket again for another yellow card.
Well, in these games, you need to display a lot of self-discipline. Small mistakes like this or lapse in discipline can cost you a game, which is unfortunate.
They can.
We're now one player down, being Jake Ranger, which is probably one of our players that we look to make some yards on the wing there.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Obviously, Simon set down the rules early, and he's told both teams that he's not scared to go to the pocket. So as you can see, he's been 2 South Darwin players, unfortunately, in the first half.
And that's fair enough. There's a level of expectation when you're playing this level of game that you do display that self-discipline.
Yes, no, that is true. Casuarina driving forward here with the pick and drives. They're about 2 metres out. Back ball. Inside ball to Joey Tuisuva running forward. Good defence there by South. Through the hands. Knocked back. South Darwin, we've got a turnover here. Nice kick downfield to take the pressure off. Very unlucky for Casuarina there.
Nice kick. Nice way to get out of dodge for South Darwin. We've gained about 10 metres as well. However, with the fight is still on, we've got Casuarina with the throw in.
Yeah, Casuarina's got the throw in. It's about 20 metres out there attacking. It's unfortunate I'm sitting here with a cameraman. It's the South Darwin man. And the other fellow commentator's the South Darwin woman. But nah, it's all good.
We're not biased here. This is a fair commentary and fair cameraman.
It is very fair. That's all about rugby. That's all.
Nice kick out to Wilson.
Straight down, straight to Dwight Shepherd. He's a Casuarina president this year. Good to see him out there having a run still.
It's been lost.
Knocked back.
However, it's gone back.
Going forward. Jai Snowden going forward.
Looks like it's knock on.
We had a knock back, then we had a knock on.
Forward. Which works for South Darwin. Now over the halfway line. So they're in a good position now to make something of it. So South Darwin are going to have to dominate this scrum.
Yeah, last minor semi against Darwin Dragons, Casuarina had a very, very good dominant scrum then. We'll see how they go against South Darwin tonight. Good scrum by South.
Out to Wilson.
Nice attacking run there in centre field by the winger.
Missed a substitution there with Reggie Manu that's come on at number 22.
Good defence there by Casuarina.
Not sure what happened there, but the South Darwin players were pointing something out to the referee that looked perhaps maybe illegal. Happened to be in favour of Casuarina, however.
Unplayable Casuarina ball. We'll take that, that's for sure. Oh, I know you can't miss the boots on Joe Tuisuva in the centres there. They're nice and orange.
Yeah, that's actually really good. In case he gets lost out at sea or something, he'll definitely get found.
When he falls over later on tonight after drinking a few beers and rums at the clubhouse, we'll be able to find him, that's for sure.
You'll see them shining from field 2.
We'll just let his wife Steph know that he'll be in great hands with the Casuarina boys, as he always is. Nice run back up the middle there by South Darwin. Spinning wide through their hands. This could be dangerous. Down the sideline. Forward pass.
It's been pulled.
That was
pulled back.
Called by a touch judge there, Robbie Taylor.
Touch judge has obviously seen something that we haven't.
Yeah, Robbie is in the right position at the right time. And unfortunately, he called it a forward pass for South Darwin.
I suppose that's quite fortunate for Casuarina, because when you see Tago Nuvalu take off, there's no catching him.
He's got a good set of wheels on him, that fella.
Absolutely.
As most Fijians do.
Well, I think you would expect that. He's a Fijian captain for the national side. And South Darwin have been fortunate to have him for about 4 seasons now. He's brought a lot to the club and on the field.
Yeah, no, Souths are recruited very well. Like I say, they've got a few internationals and ex-internationals in that side, and it's been very good for Souths. It's actually been very good for Northern Territory Rugby Union.
Yeah, that's right, Aaron. It's always good to have players from higher levels to come and join the ranks with grassroots rugby. There's benefits for everybody when you do things like that. Skills are learnt, experience are gained from everybody.
Yes, too true, Gabby, too true. Casuarina feed on the scrum here, just inside the halfway. Picked by Jai Snowden at the back there. Casuarina scrum was going backwards. Good ball, nice pick up there by Zach. South are shooting up very quickly here in the defence, which is good. Charge down. Straight to the back.
Nice charge down there by Wilson. It's a knock on by Casuarina. It's going to be a scrum to South Darwin.
South Darwin scrum.
Casuarina half.
We've got just over a minute and 20 seconds to go in the first half. It's been unlucky for Casuarina. They led in the first two tries under the post in the first 12 minutes. After that, they've seemed to pull the stuff together and they've started to defend a bit well.
South will be looking to put a couple of points on the board now from here to go into half time with a 21-point lead will be amazing.
Yes, there's a great attacking position here from South. Hopefully the Casuarina forwards can pull some out of their hat here and have a big scrum. So a very dominant scrum there by South. Nice work by Bobby Nurse off the side of the scrum there to shut that ball down.
Great scrum by South there. Fortunately, Byrne was caught up at the back there. And then South with a knock on.
South didn't use that ball, so it was a handover.
Let's hope the forward pack for South Darwin have a look at the clock and realise that it's time now to absolutely dominate this scrum and prevent from anything happening in the Casuarina camp.
That'd be nice Casuarina to pull Rabbit out of the hat here and score a try.
Nice pun there. I like that.
Ball back. Ball downfield by Zach Phillips. You've got a couple of chases there. Mitch Cullens chasing the ball down, regathered by the South fullback, puts it in a touch for half time.
And it's kicked into touch by South Darwin fullback Dallas Penatito.
It's been a very entertaining first half in the Hahn Superdry A-grade premiership for 2018.
It's an interesting first half of the 2018 Hahn Superdry 3.5 first grade grand final in Northern Territory Rugby Union, with South Darwin leading 14-0. The Casuarina Cougars have early failing to put points with the ball. Strong runner 40 minutes of the game, however.
He's a very strong runner, Gabby, and he's all over the park, that fella.
Absolutely. His athleticism is amazing. And number 10 puts down the ball. Rawiri Wilson puts the first 5 points on the scoreboard.
Good
Nice. If you're just streaming in, we're at half-time. The 2018 Northern Territory Rugby Union Hahn Superdry 3.5 first grade grand final. South Darwin Rabbitohs versus the Casuarina Cougars. South with 14 points on the board, and Casuarina Cougars unable to put points on in the first 40 minutes of the game. However, it's been an exciting first half. A little bit of stats for the season for both sides, with Casuarina failing to succeed in the first 5 rounds of this season, and finally securing a win in round 6 against Pirates, and then making it to the semi-final versus Dragons, where they got the win there and made it into the grand final. South Darwin, however, only having 2 losses for the entire season, which is very impressive, with their coach Brad Hunt, who is a South Darwin player himself, played in the grand final in 2015, where South failed to get the silverware that year. However, he came back and started coaching, and hopefully he'll get the silverware this year as a coach, which is really impressive to see a player become a coach. A little bit of Brad's history in the playing arena. He's got about 10 years experience playing at a premiership division in Brisbane, playing for Brothers, and was named in the team of the decade, 2000 to 2010.
I just had to have a quick pit stop there. Gabby has been talking about the South Darwin coach, Brad Hunt, I take it is. I had the pleasure of playing rep rugby with Brad Hunt before he went away and played first grade over in Brisbane. I think he played Prems for Brothers. Like I was saying to Jacko, and the B grade Brothers have similar colours to Casuarina. But our Casuarina coach is Joe Albert. He's a second year coach for Casuarina. He won a couple of premierships with us a couple of years ago. Obviously Kiwi born, played a bit of professional rugby in Scotland and France. Played Taranaki first when he was when he lived in New Zealand. It's been great with Joe playing with the boys for the last couple of years, and now he's stepped up in the role into coaching. He's brought some fresh ideas. He took over from Pete McGrath. Pete McGrath was lucky enough for Casuarina to go through and win a couple of grand finals. And Joe, the boys responded well to Joe. Start of the season, I think a lot of the guys, a lot of the NTRU fraternity thought Casuarina wouldn't even make the finals. We lost our first 6 games in a row. But Joe had a belief, he had a game plan. He stuck to it all year. All the players had a good belief in Joe and respect him that much that they've stuck to it. And they've ended up in the grand final tonight. We came from 4th position on the ladder. We beat Darwin Dragons in the first week. We played Palmerston last week. Unfortunately, I wasn't here to watch it. I was off doing a bit of fishing with my son, spending father-son time with him. We beat Palmerston, which was quite handy for us to do, and we're happy to be here tonight. I'd say Joe will be revving up the boys here at half-time, giving them a few tips and a few tactics on what to do on the forwards. And I can see Sam Batty down there in the huddle with the backs, telling the backs what we need done. That's not a good view because I've got a head for radio, not a head for TV. So we'll just keep that down in the last. Look at this, Cougars, Casuarina Cougars, mate. That's all we need.
And what's interesting about Casuarina Cougars, I think they only had 6 wins for the entire season, but they made it to the grand final, which is pretty impressive.
Oh, I think we had a few more than 6 wins. We lost our first 6 games, and
the stats don't lie, Aaron.
Oh, okay. You're a statistician, Gabby. Okay.
I am.
Hey, six wins is 6 wins. If we can
Might
make
be
it
7, including your semi.
If we can make it 8, it'll be even better. So we've still got a second half of rugby to go here. It's been a great first half. The first 12 minutes, South showed straight up through the middle that they could score tries, which was good. Casuarina boys have come back and pulled up the defence. I think we've been lucky that we've got a couple of yellow cards from Simon for South Darwin, which is never good to see in a grand final, but we'll take that.
No, nobody wants to see an unfair grand final. When you've got less players, I think it feels like the spectators are cheated and so are the players, unless you're the winning team, of course. But I think at the same time, you want a good, hard grand final, don't you?
No, I've always played the game of rugby, and you play to the whistle, and if you can get away with it, you get away with it. And if you get caught, unfortunately, one of the things is you either get a yellow card or a red card. South's been lucky they've only got a couple of yellow cards, and we'll see how we go with the second half.
Now, looking at the huddle there, Aaron, if you were captain, I know you've been captain many a time, what would you be telling your troops at this point in time? 14 down, half time. What components of the game do you think you'd tell Casuarina to focus on for the second half?
I'd be saying to the boys, we've still got 40 minutes rugby to go. There's no need to panic. 40 minutes is a long time. Keep your heads cool. Work on defence. Work on recycling the ball. Have a bit of patience. Play to the game plan that you've got, because eventually something's going to open up, and if you get that space, you can make it and you score the points.
Well, that would be a long half-time chat with the captain if you're one of your troops.
I don't think I'd have been that polite when I was talking to the boys. I don't think I was that polite when I was playing.
South Darwin with the kickoff.
Here we go, the kickoff, by second Wilson half. There. Nice and deep. Unfortunately, Casuarina didn't take that ball. Yeah, well, penalty to start the second half.
That's not a good start for South Darwin for the second half. Let's hope they can make up for it.
That was very, very lucky that they found the touch there on that kickoff. On that penalty. bounced around the place. I think he miscued that kick, Gabby, but anything that finds touch is good.
Yeah, our fullback just unfortunately had a bit of butterfingers there and was unable to grab that ball for us.
Nice ball, nice take there by Daniel Jarman. Presented it well to the backs. Big Jack Rutherford going forwards. Recycling the ball there by Casuarina. Casuarina's playing their advantage here. They're still going forwards. With Bobby Nurse with the ball. Well presented. Come back for the penalty. So we've had the penalty awarded to Casuarina, and Casuarina captain Bobby Nurse has called for a scrum. With a set play. And a young fella on the wing for Casuarina, number 16, Trey Crowley. He's stepped up from B grade, just played the B grade grand final. He's on the bench for A grade. He's only 18. He's actually made a great impact this year. Pick. Hands through the hands. Unfortunately, got good defence there by South.
Great defence there by South.
We'll take another penalty there for not releasing the player.
Unfortunately, the referee is called not releasing the player. However, the player was in touch.
I think you might have to speak to young Trey Crowley about his off-season program. We might have to get Sean Carver to send something over to bulk the young bloke up to power through some of those tackles.
Sure, you could take him under your wing, Aaron.
Oh, I could take him under my wing, but his mum and dad probably won't appreciate it. My diet usually consists of a few Forest Golds and a couple of Bundaberg rums. Nice take at the front of the line out there by Bobby Nurse. Good throw by Josh Phillips. South has got some good defence here. Casuarina rolling it up through the middle. They'll be told to use it if it's not going forwards. They'll take another penalty. Simon's gone to his pocket for the third time tonight.
It's the third yellow card for South Darwin for this evening.
Probably the hooker will be sent off. We'll see if we can get a quick replay on this and see what the call was.
It's Rob Navarez.
Unfortunately,
He's in the bin for 10 minutes.
We didn't hit the replay quick enough. We just got the yellow card, so he won't be happy with that.
Yeah, which is the saddest part of the replay.
This is a great attacking position for Casuarina. Scrum 5 metres out. I've got my fingers crossed that Casuarina can go over here and we can score a try.
Yeah, South Darwin going to need a big push here.
Through the hands. Joe Seaver's coming storming up the middle. Good defence there again by South. Quick ball.
Good clean
Jack
out
Phillips
there.
with nice hands on the ground. Intercepted by South.
By our fullback. Dallas Panea Tito. South Darwin in possession of the ball.
Billy Burns with a nice clearing kick.
Nice clearing kick there by Byrne. Get us out of the mess.
Out of the Warren.
It's given us about 15, maybe 10 metres of breathing space here for South Darwin.
Hopefully Milky can get the ball in nice and straight. Good quick take of the front of the line out there.
Not too sure if that throw-in was straight, but anywho.
That was straight, but we'll take South to take the knock on there. Unfortunately, there's a bit of bad ball handling there.
So we've got a replacement front rower coming out. And
Big Jack Lawrence is back on.
Now Jack Lawrence, once he gets talking out there, he's got the ability to lift players. So hopefully he gets his mouth running and gets them stepping up.
Yes, Jack does know how to talk. He's always good one to throw a bit of banter around on the field, which is always good to listen to.
He does play with all his heart, Jack.
Yes, he certainly does. I've been away on a few rugby trips with Zach.
Oh, we've got
Jake.
a breakaway here. A set of funnels.
Casuarina with a turnover.
Great run there by
Box
Valu.
kick by Ryan.
It's kicked back.
Good defence there by Ryan. Good kick chase.
Picked up by our son, Tommy Hiramatsu. It's a penalty for us.
There's been a penalty in there somewhere.
Not releasing the player.
Not releasing the player.
Well, that's a well-timed penalty for South Darwin. It's definitely something they needed at this point. Been stuck in their own half for at least 5 minutes now.
Yeah, Casuarina's kept the pressure on, which has been good. They just need to convert it into some points. South Darwin with the attacking line out, about 39 metres out. Oh, I don't think I've seen Jack Lawrence throw a ball for a couple of years. We'll see how he goes with this one.
Long ball there by Jack Lawrence to Boyle. Ranger. Benedito.
South Darwin finding some space, finding some space in the wing. Great tackle there by Marcus Salo around the ankles. And we'll take the penalty for not releasing the play, not releasing the ball. My hands are full.
That was a great run by Ranger there. Unfortunately, it wasn't the result we were looking for.
Casuarina with a line out, just outside the 22. Nice throw there by Milky. Stolen by South. Good work by Bobby Nurse coming through. Bobby Nurse has been with the club there for about 5 years now. He's actually from New Zealand as well. He's played some great rugby. That ball was knocked back. Another pick and drive by Jai Snowden. Ball's in there recycling. Zach Phillipson, the halfback. Bad pass there along the ground. Young Trey Crowley. Ooh.
Great tackle there by
Casuarina got a bit of space out wide if they can use it. Unfortunate handling area there. Play the whistle, playing the advantage.
Hiramatsu with a steal there. Yep, looks. I'm not sure where the hand is going with the referee.
He's calling both. Oh, he hasn't
His
called both.
arm was one way, then it was the other. Wilson having a chat there with the referee. It's penalty to South Darwin.
Not releasing the player there. Souths are going for the touch.
Nice little kick to touch. It'll be a line out to South Darwin with the South Darwin throw in. South Darwin at a extremely good position at the moment, field-wise.
Nice take there.
Nice take by Pirrett.
Great
good
drive
push
up
there
the
by
middle.
the forwards. And we've got a try. Excellent work there by the forwards. It's always good to see the Piggies do some hard work and get the ball over the line. I think they're always the sexiest tries, don't you think, Aaron?
Oh, mate, I love those tries when the forwards work them up.
I'm not sure who actually put the ball down here because it was looked like a good team effort.
Yes, no, it's
Good push. Who's
it's
at the back
always
there?
a good team effort on the forwards. It's a great throw there by Jack Lawrence, as much as I hate to say it. South Darwin went over for a try there.
Number 18, I think that's Chris O'Leary. O'Leary with a great push try there at the back of the maul.
It was also South Darwin, one player down, and they've managed to score a try. It's very unfortunate for Casuarina. We got the kick to come. How's the kicking from out wide with Ra been during the year, Gabby?
From what I've seen, he can kick from anywhere on the field, Aaron. I've been impressed by his kicking abilities, and it's been a while since we've seen someone with such a sweet boot. It's actually quite reminiscent of James DeDassel, or as I like to call him, Jimmy Golden Boot DeDassel.
Jimmy Golden Boot DeDassel.
Absolutely.
I bet he hasn't been called that for a while. Did he pay you a carton to say that?
No, I'm going to claim that later if he's listening.
Nice strike of the ball, but unfortunately he pushed it wide.
No good there. We don't get the extra 2 points.
We've still got 27 and a half minutes, over 27 and a half minutes to go here, so hopefully Casuarina can dig deep here and put some points on the board. We got Zach Phillips with the restart. He's gone short and high. Great kick. Tane in the right position to regather the ball for Casuarina. The big truck Phillips well presented back. Tane, Ryan McMurray, Cody Bowman going forwards. Tane taking the ball forwards again.
Advantage to Casuarina.
Some good clean out there. Zach Phillips to Joey Tuisula, making some yards up the middle. Good strong run, as he always has. And we'll take the penalty for offside by the looks of that. It's very, very lucky for Casuarina to get that penalty. Sorry, we'll take the head high.
It's another issue with self-discipline, isn't it, Aaron, when you start tackling high?
Yeah, I think a lot of the guys are starting to get a bit tired, so you start to go a little bit high, a bit lazy.
And especially if you're a big unit with a smaller one running at you, it's a little bit difficult to get down to those shorter levels.
It doesn't make it hard to get down a bit lower. I've been done a few times myself.
It's never malicious though, is it?
No, never malicious. Always make sure to say I'm sorry afterwards or after the game and have a beer with a guy. Good work here by the Casuarina forwards to recycle the ball off the line out. Good attacking position here. Pick and drive. Good yards. Still going forward. That's some good yards there, mate. Hands in there by South Darwin again.
Sometimes it's just too tempting. You see that ball?
Yeah, it is very tempting, and it's one of those things you gotta get away from.
Especially when you're tired and can't breathe and your legs are aching. You see the ball right there. It's a bit of a golden egg right in front of you, isn't it?
It is. The game in the grand finals usually played at a bit of a higher pace than the normal season. But the guys should be used to it. They should be fit by now. Nice line out there by Casuarina going forwards.
Yeah, you should be fit and
drive.
switched on at this point.
Hand out for the advantage again. Casuarina set for another pick and drive. Good drive there from the back of the ruck. And he's going over in the corner. Looks like Bobby Nurse, the captain's come up with the ball. Sorry, we're a bit slow on the replay here. Hopefully we got this.
It's another forwards try.
Here we go. Yeah, we got the main bit. Bobby Nurse picking up the back of the ruck, straight over in the corner.
Casuarina with their first points on the board at the 24th minute in the second half. kick to come. I think that's Zach Phillips taking the kick.
Yippee. Yeah, Zach Phillips on his day can usually slot him from anywhere on the field. Hoping today's his day and we can add the extra points. Nice strike of the ball. Adds the extra 2.
Flags are up. There's an extra 2 for Casuarina.
So the score is 19 to South Darwin, 7 to Casuarina Cougars. 23 minutes to go. The Northern Territory Harn Super Drive first grade premiership for 2018.
There's only 2 converted tries in it here, folks. And there's plenty of time left on the board for that type of scoring to occur.
Lots of time for Casuarina to score a couple more tries there, Gabby. Jai Snowden with a nice take off the kickoff, making some yards. Casuarina over the top, good recycle. Out to Zach Phillips. Zach Phillips with a punch down the middle field. Straight down to the throat.
It's been pulled back. It's penalty to Souths.
Holding on. That's a big call.
Oh, that's a very fortunate call for South Darwin, being the position that the mark is on at the moment.
So South Darwin captain Raz opted for take the penalty goal.
What are your thoughts on that, Aaron? Taking the hopefully taking the 3.
Yeah. When I was playing, if you got in front and you had easy 3 points like this, you would take them because it kept on putting you out in front of them.
Yeah.
Casuarina is only 2 scoring away to go in front of South. If he gets this, it'll be obviously 3 scoring attempts to get back up there. So Ra pushed it a little bit wide last time, but he's in a bit of a better position this time. So hopefully, best of luck to him, Gabby.
Well, let's hope that Rawiri Wilson can put the 3 on the board for Souths. Looks good. Flags are up. And there's an extra 3 for South Darwin.
He nailed that straight through the middle.
Brings the score to 22 to 7. Souths way.
We've had a couple of substitutions for Casuarina there. We've got Alex Costello on and Adam Hubbard. Both these boys have played in A-grade premierships for Casuarina in the past couple of years. So a bit more experience would be good. Great kickoff. Knocked back by South.
Souths just not managing to grab the ball then. However, they come up with the goods.
Nice box kick straight down the right. Throw to Ryan McMurray. Takes a step. Recycling by Casuarina, pick and drive by AJ. Going forward,
I saw
Casuarina,
the
pick
ref's
and
arm
drive
up there
again.
for Souths for a second.
Great pick and drive here by Casuarina, going forwards. Zach, bad pass. Nice hands to Bobby Nurse, to Micah Sala. Micah Sala's got some space. He's a strong runner of the ball, Micah is. Takes the ball in, good clean by Trey Crowley.
Great defence by Souths
Through
there.
the hands to Alex Costello, straight up. Going out wide. Ryan McMurray with the ball. Zach Phillips at the back of the ruck there to AJ Stevenson. Ooh. Maybe he should have held that himself, but that was his call. Zach Phillips, nearly gets through the break. Ball's gone back. No, the ball's gone on, knock on, unfortunately.
It's a knock on by Casuarina there, so that'll be a South Darwin feed.
There's a few hands on heads out there, Gabby. Looks like a few tired players there, as expected after 60 minutes.
It's expected. It's quite a physical game.
has been a very physical game. That's what the grand finals are all about.
I know that Casuarina are definitely playing with their hearts on their sleeves and their minds to their fallen brother Alan this evening. And hopefully they can come up with the result.
Yeah, no, it was very unfortunate. We had young Alan played for us this year. He passed away. It impacted the boys quite hard, but they've bounced back from it. They've made the grand final. Centre field kick there through the hands. Ryan Graham down the sideline through Mitch Cullen. Inside ball to
Great covered defence there by South Darwin.
Alex Costello pick up. Going forwards. Nice clean. Stolen ball by South.
Stolen. Abeliatu Nasia coming up with the steal there. Not only can he run, he can steal balls.
He can. Nice clearing kick there by the 5'8". Didn't quite find touch. Mitch Cullen with a good take.
Great take there.
Josh Phillips from the back of the ruck going forwards. Zach Phillips to Tane, flat-footed. Might not have been the best option, not moving. Owen Griggs trucking it forwards, taking the hit as a prop does. Good work. Tane again going forwards, making a few yards this time. Good recycling. Ron Murray to the ball. Knocked back. Unfortunately, it was a bad pass.
Looked like a bit of a knock on to me.
Oh, the referee didn't pull it up, so it was all good. He pulled up the second one.
It seems like he's made the right choice this time.
Yes.
Press F5. I swear that was Boydie's boot that did that.
I reckon you're right there, Hippie. It looked like Boyley's boot kicking that ball.
I don't know what you're talking about. It looked like a pretty clear knock on to me.
Hey, mate, if you get away with it and the referee doesn't see it, you might as well do it. Got a injured player down here in midfield for Casuarina. It's the big fella, Owen Griggs. He'll be up. He'll run it out. He's a prop. He knows how to go. He just played in the B grade grand final.
Props, they're indestructible, aren't they, really?
Well, I reckon they invented beer, so props didn't take over the world.
That's what I've heard. I think it's the most underrated position on the field, to be honest, and one of the most valuable.
Yes, they can. The front row and the second row, you can play pretty much any play a whole season, maybe touch the ball once or twice. But a lot of people don't realise the amount of work that they actually do. The backs take the limelight. They think they're all of it, but if it wasn't for your forwards getting the ball back for them, they wouldn't get that clean ball.
Yeah, it's quite safe to say the tight five are usually quiet achievers and usually the workhorses on the field.
I like that comment, Gabby. I like that. South Darwin with the feed. Unfortunately, that kick went out on the full.
Unfortunately, you're going to bring it back.
Casuarina the line out. Just on the inside of the 40-metre line.
We've got a substitution here coming on for South Darwin.
We've got a couple of subs there for Casuarina as well. We've got the big truck Phipps coming on, and Jack Rutherford, Tane coming off. And I didn't see who the other Casuarina guy come off, but he'll be there. Bit of a slap back on the ball, but we'll go back for a not straight.
And their substitution was for Chris Whitrod, who's now off the field. He's a fourth-year veteran at South Darwin and a Mozzie representative. He was part of the team in the grand final win in 2016, so he's had a taste of what it's like of success. So hopefully his contribution tonight is going to help us get there.
I was lucky enough to have a couple of beers with Whitty a couple of weeks ago in the Casuarina clubhouse. The boys come in and had a few beers with us. We had a bit of a yarn, and he's very nice. He's a nice guy. It's good to see he's still out there playing.
Yeah, he's doing well.
I myself would love to be out there playing, but unfortunately not to be.
I'm sure you'll join in on the celebrations or the commiserations, Aaron, and you can make up for it then.
Celebrations, commiserations is always good. But we got Casuarina going up the middle here. We had the quick tap from a short arm penalty. Ryan Murray at the base of the ruck. Joe Tuiseva's keen to get that ball in his hand and make some yards. Going to the right hand side, the big truck takes it forwards.
Great tackle there by Brett
Jack
Joyce.
Over top, quick hands. Zach's going for the chip.
Taken by Ranger.
11. Jake Ranger.
Ranger's still going.
Making some good yards there, Gabby.
Ranger's such a powerful runner, and he's exciting to watch, really.
Yes, no, he's quite quick on his toes.
He seems to just take the best options most of the time as a winger, and that's all you can ask for as a winger.
Yeah, he's very, very elusive. Young Billy Burns back to the raw. Centre field bomb. Unfortunately, Mitch Cullen let it bounce. If he attacked that ball and took it on the full, we could have maybe made some yards. But we're going back for the head-eye tackle penalty to Souths.
That's probably one of those things we're talking about, Aaron, when you've got a quick little elusive player that ducks and weaves, and if you're a little bit bigger and slower, you sometimes get caught up and wrap him up in the wrong way.
Unfortunately, that arm does creep a little bit high sometimes. And what constitutes a high tackle in rugby union is anything above the nipples.
Yeah, there's no excuse. You need to stay focused and keep your arms down and make some real tackles.
Like you say, after 65 minutes of rugby, you're getting a bit tired and you get a bit lazy, and that's unfortunate when you give away a penalty like that.
Boyle's just missed the ball then, however it's been picked up by Joyce.
I think wasn't straight. I think Casuarina might have caught a line out. Early jump and the line out. Good take by Bobby Nurse. Ryan McMurray, Zach Phillips, J2 Server, inside to Micah Sala. Good recycling with Casuarina. Alex Costello taking the ball hard forwards. Casuarina recycled. Jai Snowden taking it up. Jai Snowden's the son of Colin Snowden. He's a stalwart of Palmerston. Through the hands there. Out to Mitch Cullen. Coming back
Great
inside.
tackle there by South Darwin.
Great defence by South. South have worked
the arm is up.
That one too.
In South Darwin's favour. With 11 minutes left on the clock.
Looks like they might be pointing at the goalpost for a penalty kick.
Well, let's hope that he's had his Weet-Bix today, because there's a bit of length in that, bit of distance in that kick.
We'll be saying probably about 46 metres out.
Oh, it's definitely going to the kick. Here comes the tea lady.
About 16 metres. What's that tea lady's name? Is she another wolf by any chance?
I believe she is a wolf. You know, she comes from a long line of rugby tragics or enthusiasts. I don't know what you want to call them.
No, I played rugby with both Your brother, both brothers, Vincent and Ivan Wolf, both great gentlemen.
Well, you're a lucky man then, aren't you, really?
No, I remember when Casuarina won our first premiership. Vince rocked up at about 6 o'clock in the morning with a bottle of a Jameson Scotch signed by Vince Wolf, saying congratulations, big fella. I think I've still got it in my cupboard, unopened, waiting for the day we can drink it together.
Oh, that sounds like a lovely gesture, Aaron, and I'm sure he'll be up for that.
Oh, I think Vinny's always up for a drink. South Darwin taking the penalty. Nice
Let's
strike
hope
of the
it's
ball.
got the legs. It's come just a little bit short.
Just a bit
For
short.
Wilson, unfortunately.
Ryan McMurray with the ball. Out to Marcasala. Marcasala making some yards. Good first bump. Good. Knock back. South Darwin in an offside position. Penalty to Casuarina. Zach Phillips finding touch.
It's a line out on the 50.
About 48 metres, Gabby. Early jump there by South. Great take by Bobby. Recycling the ball. Zach Phillips. J2 Suva. Out to Ryan. Out to Mitch Cullen. Got some wheels there. Young Trey Crowley. Unfortunately, he knocked it on. I must say, Casuarina's had a couple of opportunities tonight, but they've unfortunately they've dropped the ball.
Pun intended.
Yes. It's probably been fortunate for South that we have knocked on when we have. It's unlucky for Casuarina.
Yeah. They haven't seemed to have acquired the continuity needed in the back line this evening, Casuarina. But there's still a few minutes left.
There is still eight and a half minutes left to go in the game. I know it is the dry season, but guys do get hot and sweaty, and those balls do get slippery. Take short arm, quick tap by Ryan McMurray. I think offside there by Tom, but yep, advantage. Casuarina recycling the ball. Alex Costello with a pick and drive off the back. Casuarina still going forward with recycling. Jack Rutherford taking the ball forwards. Picked there by Jai Snowden, I think it is. Good recycling there. Hands out Zach Phillips. Ryan. Trey Crowley on the boot.
Great hands there and pick up by Dallas. Penatito is having a run. He's got support with him.
Oh, sorry, here's Seti now.
Back on Navarro with a good run. He's gained about 8 metres there. Beautiful
great pass,
hands.
great
Only
hit
to
there
meet
by
the
Joe
shoulder
Tuasua.
of Joe Tuasua, which I'm pretty sure they would have hurt.
Let's see if we can get a replay on that hit.
And the South Darwin player is slow to recover from the big hit from Joe Tuasua. And it's swinging back out to our fullback, Carlos
Hit at the wrong
Penatito.
time.
Out to Ranger, who does the quick little sidestep back inside to his support. He's been tackled. However, Wilson's come up with the ball.
South are on the attack here. My bad, people. Live streaming. I hit the replay at the wrong time. I just got excited over that hit, that J2 Super hit.
It was a good hit, I will admit.
But South had a great attacking run. Got inside the 22. 15 minutes out with the penalty.
Now, it'll be interesting to see what Wilson does here if he's going to take the points. It looks like he's going for the line, which is exciting to me. And it is.
Yeah, it's
Cheeky
a
little kick to touch.
good option there when you're 15 points up. Taking attacking line out.
It'll be a throw in by Lawrence. Let's see if the big prop can get it in nice and smoothly to the boys.
South's got a couple of changes there in their line out.
And coming off the field is Navarez and Perret. Great work done by those two. Absolute workhorses on the field tonight. And Perret just missed out on the Eric Johnson medal this year.
South lost the ball. Great box kick by Ryan McMurray
It's
there.
a high kick to Ranger. He's failed to grab it.
Unlucky there by Micah Sulla.
Knock on by South. It's going to be a Casuarina Cougars feed. With 5 minutes left on the clock. South's leading by 22. Casuarina Cougars 7. South Darwin forwards having a bit of a breather and perhaps a little bit of a motivational speech there to realise where they are on the field, and a little bit of effort is going to get them over the line if they perform well here and dominate this scrum, which is a little bit of a big ask when you consider the amount of work that's been put in this evening with only 5 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, no, it's a good field position here for Casuarina. If South can hold the scrum, it'd be great. Hopefully Casuarina have a good push on here. Clean ball to the backs. Hopefully outside in the left corner post would be nice for a try, Gabby.
One can only hope.
Oh, unfortunately
Knock
again,
on by Casuarina.
Casuarina have dropped the ball. South are on the attack through their hands. South have had some great recycling of the ball with their hands tonight. They've capitalised on the mistakes that Casuarina have made. Box kick from Billy Burns.
Yeah, they have been quick to capitalise on mistakes made by Casuarina, and there's one in there, right there. And that's a try, another 5 points for South Darwin. I hate to say it, but it's a bit like another nail in the coffin considering there's only 3 minutes left to go.
Great try there by South Darwin. Unfortunately, young Trey Crowley had a bounce. He just couldn't hold on to the big fella to go over on the side, number 8.
Number 8 for South Darwin is Safa Hevea. And I believe it's his first season with South Darwin, and he's a bit of a rugby world traveller.
It's amazing the people that you get through Darwin travelling the world playing rugby. Like I say, it's quite a transient town. When you get the players certainly with some quality, it's always good.
It is always good. It's always good to have people from all over the world come and share their skills and experiences and knowledge of the game and impart it onto those that perhaps haven't had the ability to travel the world. But in saying that, rugby is that sport that you can literally travel anywhere in the world.
Yeah, you can rock up to any town, any country, not know a single person, go to a rugby club. And most nights they train Tuesday, Thursdays. Introduce yourself and say you play rugby, and all of a sudden you've got 50 to 60 friends.
You're right, Aaron, and it's a bit of it's a family all over the world, and it's that respect that you have for each other in playing that game and having that love for the game.
It is a love for the game. A lot of partners.
Or addiction. I don't know which one. It's a bit of a tie. It's between love and addiction, isn't it?
I'd say it'll be both. A lot of partners don't love it. And,
Wilson's managed to put another 2 on the board for us.
Adds the extra 2. Yeah, no, it is a love for the game, and it is an addiction. Once it gets into your blood, you're laughing. I've played many games against guys and played with guys that, you see 20 years later, and you know you played rugby with them, and it's always good to catch up with them. Nice kick off there by Casuarina, by Zach Phillips. South Darwin recycling the ball here. Lost Casuarina's ball. Zach Phillips making some yards up the middle. Releasing the ball, pick and go again himself. Through the back, big Jack Rutherford running up. Offloads. You've got Bobby Nurse in the middle there.
Number 16 for South Darwin has come off the bench, and that's a Pat Robinson. He's a AFL convert, believe it or not.
Casuarina going forward here. Pick and drive. Still going, still recycling the ball. Casuarina ball. About a metre out. Tane, through. We'll take the 5 points.
Well done by Casuarina there, and it just goes to show with a bit of hunger and determination you can get down the field within a minute.
Unfortunately, our clock stopped. We got about 30 seconds to go on the main game. Sorry, those live streaming. It's my fault with my fingers. I didn't quite hit the button at the right time.
Yeah, for those who are listening or watching the live stream, we've got approximately 10 seconds left on the clock here at Rugby Park.
Zach Phillips adds the 2 points. The score in the A grade: Han Super Dry first grade, South Darwin 29, Casuarina Cougars 14. The time has finished, but the referee has said that you must play the ball, take the kick off.
There's obviously some injury time left for perhaps probably a couple of minutes, I believe.
A couple of minutes to be great for us. As we all know, the referee is the sole judge of time on the field. And when he blows the whistle, he blows the whistle. It's he just kicked the ball out. He obviously didn't like that ball. We'll go again with a drop kick. I'll say you go deep.
Now Casuarina are going to hope to keep the ball live here. Any stoppage of play by the end of the game.
Nice take by Tane. He knocked on.
And it's a penalty to South Darwin.
Does he go for the 3 points?
I think he can go for anything here at this point.
Quick tap, puts it in the
And he goes for touch. And there you have it, folks. South Darwin Rugby Union are the 2018 Hahn Super Dry Premiership winners.
And congratulations to South Darwin Rugby Union for their season. They've been a dominant team all year. They deserve to win. Unfortunately to the Casuarina guys, commiserations, fellas. It's been a great season. You come from 6 games down at the start of the season to get in the grand final. That's a big ask. Joe Albert and the boys should be proud of themselves. But congratulations to Brad Hunt and Ra with the South Darwin Rugby Union on winning Hahn Super Dry first grade premiership for 2018. Thank you, Gabby, for your entertaining night.
Thank you, Aaron, for your words of wisdom and insightfulness on the game this evening.
But it'd be just like to add a big thank you to the Northern Territory Rugby Referees Association for all their commitment for the year, and the Northern Territory Rugby Union for putting the comp on and going through with it.
That's right. Without them, there's no game. So thank you to all the referees and officials and those involved in the NT Rugby Union.
But that'll be all from the commentating tonight, and I think we'll have some live stream going on with a few more minutes with the teams coming off, getting some celebration medals. Maybe not beers out there, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, anyone who's on Facebook or YouTube, I will go and get my phone out when I get down there and start a new one for the presentation. I'm just going to shut all this stuff down and I'll start a new one from my phone on when I get down there, over.